Hello, Dave Rogers here, CEV commentator, and like lots of you, I'm at home, I'm on lockdown, I'm self-isolating, and without the sport to watch, I'm a teeny tiny bit bored. I've tried to keep myself entertained, I've tried to take up new hobbies, but it's just not working. So I'm going to take this opportunity to reach out and catch up with some of my friends. First up, Power Volley Milano and Italy captain Matteo Piano. Brilliant guy. I hope you enjoy this chat as much as I did.
Ci sono, Dave.
Hello, how are you, mate?
Okay, good. You?
Yeah, really good. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm locked down in my flat and I'm bored, right? And all I hear is that Italy, you're on the news all the time. I feel as though London, they keep saying we're 2 weeks behind Italy. So I thought I would give the main man, the main Italian, a call and talk about the best ways to cope with what's going on. So first things first, how are you? Not just around here, but up here. How are you getting on?
I'm good. I think that this quarantine that all of us, most of us has to live, can make us a better human when all this period in our houses finish. I'm good. I start my quarantine, but like the first 10 days was perfect. I've done a lot of things that I never had the time to do this, like reading or writing or talking with all my friends around the world. I do a lot of things. I try also to do things that I never did a lot, like book painting or reading something so far also to me. And this is good. And now it's long because it's like 2 weeks, and I think that I have more days I have to practice with my knee, with all my body. But I think that this is one of the small things that we can do for helping the world, for helping human. And I have to do this with all my strongness and all my heart.
It sounds like you're coping with it really well, and you're doing a lot better than me, because you mentioned reading there, and I've got all these books behind me, and at the moment I have read 0 of them. So the longer...
You have to do like me, that I divide all my books like in books that I don't read for sure because I don't like, and books that I have to read, books that I have to study, books that I will love to read. I do this. And then sometimes I also take someone that I don't want to read, but I'm good. Yeah,
they look good on the shelf, though. But let's talk about volleyball first, shall we? And of course, the Olympic Games. Big decision yesterday. I saw on Instagram that you had something to say about that. It felt as though a decision that had to be made, but now your continued Olympic dream is going to have to wait a year longer. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I wrote something about this decision because I thought it was maybe one of the difficult decision about the sport world that every one of us has to listen or to take. And I think that there is maybe one thing stronger than the Olympics game, and is the power of the life. And then I think that this was the priority of everyone, sportsmen and people that are not in the sport world. I think that we can change our Olympic dream, but we cannot change the decision about life. Then this is a must. We must we must do something for this, and for sure. I think it was the best idea of all to make them to change the days of the Olympics, because what we are living in every country is something so far from our imagination, and then we have to live this dream in a wonderful way. And I don't think that this could be possible in July and August of this year.
What's happening? You mentioned speaking to your friends there, but what's happening with your teammates? Are you all sort of still in contact with each other? Are you drifting apart at the club? Your club team and the Italian team, are they making an effort to keep you all together at the moment?
My team in Milan, my power volley team, we are so friend. We love each other so much, and then we keep in touch like every day. We make some Zoom chat all together, also with the staff, and we are close also to all the Italian and foreign player that play in Italy now, because we are all together. We are speaking about the situation, about the feeling that we have, because I think that one thing that I hope that we learn about this situation here in Italy is that we have to build a big player team. Like, we have to fight and together. I always hope in this. During all my career, it was not so easy, but I don't lose that dream to make a big I don't know, movement, if we can tell in English, like a player movement all together, because I think that the sport has this important message. We have to fight together for make the world better, with the sport mentality, with the sport act. And then also this, we have to fight together for something in which we believe, not me, but the me meaning us, is this. And then this sad moment has the power to make all the player here in Italy closer. And then we are talking about what we think about the championship, the situation next year, and it's good, I think.
What you say there, it seems to sum up the Italian mentality towards sport and beyond. What do you think it is about you as an athlete and your colleagues across sport that means that you perform on the big stage? I've got this flat volleyball behind me. This was a match ball that was used when Italy won the bronze medal in London 2012. Of course, you were a part of the silver medal winning team in Rio 4 years ago. What is it about the Italians that means that they deliver on the big stage like you guys do at the Olympics?
You asked me how is like the characteristic of it,
Exactly.
Italian?
Yes. Yeah.
Allora, I love a lot of things of being Italian, of Italian people. I don't like other things of us.
Okay, what don't you like? What do you not like about the Italians?
I think that it's like the life. I had to put the focus on my best things. Like if I have to do something, I have to push my best. No, I know that, but I can be good at blocking. Maybe my defense is not the best. Okay, I have to focus on the block more. Like is my goal. No, and then defense. I can do my best. Is this Italian people are like this? I think that we have a lot that is wonderful. Like, I think the passion and also the way to put out this passion sometimes is maybe a little bit genuine, like without thinking, but it's pure. And then it's not maybe so like formal.
Yeah.
Not rude, but it's like concrete. I don't know if it is in English. You can say this word.
So when this is all over then, when the quarantine is done and you're allowed out of your front door and freedom is upon us once more, what are you most looking forward to? What do you think the first thing that you're going to do is when the quarantine's over?
Well, I really don't know. I think that we have to going out softly, because I think that all of us would be changed a little bit. And then I don't know. I would like to come back home. Maybe I would like to come back home to my family. It's because if I'm thinking about me here in Milan, I would like really to come back in the gym here in Milan, because I need to continue my last part of rehabilitation, and I want to come back on the gym. But if I need to have a situation that make my heart for sure amazing would be coming back home. Also because the coming back home is always coming back home, is home. Coming back on the court, coming back in the gym now will be not the same about 1 month ago, because things are really changing. Home is home. I think that home is one of them things that cannot change a lot, because his emotion, his family, his friend, is the place where you were born, and then is this, and the home, and then the gym with my team.
How far is home from Milan?
But like 1 hour 15. I'm
So
lucky.
close.
It's here. It's like this. That is good. I have to be here and make my quarantine here like the good rules explain.
Yeah, I think I think you're doing the right thing. But what this lockdown does allow us to do is reach out and connect to the fans. So even though this is completely unplanned and completely unscripted, we have had some questions from some of your fans. Some of them are about volleyball, some of them aren't. Let's start with a volleyball question. This was asked by Emir. I can't read that. Sorry, Emir. Emir Tandem. We'll put it on Instagram. I'm so sorry, Emir.
He's in Italian. He's in Italian.
Maybe. Can you read that? It's the top one. Either way, I'll ask you the question first. How can we improve our vertical jump?
How we can improve our vertical jump with exercise, and then you can have something like this, like a yellow box, and jump on it.
I was going to try and jump on mine then, but that would have been bad.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's a good idea, but have something to jump, and maybe every day, not every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, jump on something bigger.
Okay, next question. And the one you've answered many times before. When did you first start playing volleyball?
I think I start playing like volleyball at 6, 7. Like I make 1 year about the pre-volleyball. Like I don't know, in Italy we call this like ball stop, ball is like not volleyball, but it's a mini game. Then I stop, and I really start to play volleyball at 12, 13, something like this in my hometown.
Did you play any other sports?
Basketball.
Of course.
And swimming. I swim a lot.
Oh, do you still swim that well? Obviously not now, but when you're able to.
I have to do this here because for practicing without the field, like for the breathing, I swim a lot this year.
That question was from Julka Jaworska 01, so thank you for your question. The next question is from Ibrahim Arsene 07. Have you got any locker room secrets from the Italian team that you can share with us?
Allora, but I think that I am one of the last player that go out from the locker room every day. Giannelli is the last player that go out of the locker room like before to go in the field, like before the match when we go, we have to. Like we are together and we are going together to the field. He is the last, and we wait every time for him. But he came, and these 2 things. And the other, no, I in this moment I have these two things about the
Maybe
about
we'll
yeah.
do a late night one day where we get all the secrets. Okay, this is a really good question actually. Who is the hardest setter to read as a middle blocker?
Who is the artist?
Yeah, the most difficult setter. Yeah, the
Oh,
most difficult setter to read. That's a good question.
that's a good question. Ah. No, the first that I think about it was like Maruf, but all the high setter are not so easy to read. Absolutely, but I think maybe, well, I think also there is something personal. I'm Maruf, yeah, Maruf.
It's interesting you say it's personal. So do you think you could ask 10 middle blockers and they might give you 10 different setters?
No, I don't think so. But I'm not. Let's say no, it's him. No, maybe he's personal. Like, I think that no, we 3-4 name, not.
Okay.
But maybe we can have small differences about the answer. I think Maruf.
Okay, let's move on then. Another question. This is from Jeremy Kanter-Goncharova. Thank you for your question. Who's the hardest player to block?
Leon is not so is not so close to be blocked. Leon is really hardest to block. I think is one of the hardest.
Why is that then? I mean, obviously, I've never been on the court and played against him, but I've seen him and he's a phenomenon. What is it that makes him so difficult to block?
He really has a lot of spike. He really can spike where he wants, and sometimes you block him because he maybe choose not the best spike in that moment. Then you block him. I think, yeah, you are good, but I think that he wasn't so good at that moment. Maybe, and then he spikes really high, and it's difficult also to go and block someone at that high.
If you were given one day to play for another national team that wasn't Italy, which national team would you play for?
This is amazing question. Oh, oof. I don't know.
Any team.
I like a lot of team. I have friends in a lot of national team. Like I don't know, because I have some good thinking about say USA, like French or Serbia. Brazil.
Brazil. Great.
Yeah.
Well, that leads us on very nicely to the next question that was sent in by Bartek Wojciechowski. Where are you going to be playing next season?
In Milan.
In Milan. Great. Captain of the team again?
Yeah. If nobody protests about this, I think I'm hoping.
But how does it feel to be the captain of that team, of any team? Obviously, people are looking up to you and your career changes. 1 minute you're the young guy just coming through, then all of a sudden you're a senior player, and now you're lucky enough to be the captain. What does that feel like?
But being captain is something that makes me grow up so much, because it was change the responsibilities that I have, changed the point of responsibility. And I'm happy because I love to have cure about other people that I love to have with me. And then I was so happy when I came here in Milan. It was a project um, really good and interesting, thinking about Milan in the future, and it was a good bet also for me. Came here being with, like, last season, not just the other season, I was the older of my team, and I was in the beginning 27. That I say wow, because it was it was another type of responsibility that I need, that I have to be I have to make some step also, and I love to be a captain. I love to do this with people that I love because it's easier. Not it's easier, no. I love to be captain with people that I love because they can help me. It's like I think a lot in changing ourselves also, thanks to the other. Like, and I was lucky here in Milan because people give it to me a lot of love, a lot of good and positive thinking and vibes. And I love to be captain here in Milan. A lot. It was good also for meet the young guys, the young player. It's nice.
It's so great to speak to you about stuff like this, because it does really seem like you're one of the players who likes to give back. Which brings me on nicely to the project with you and Luca. Tell us a bit about that.
About Brotherly Beqiri. Yeah, this project, I think, is the biggest project that I made in my life. I'm so proud about this. We started with a web radio in 2013. We were in the national team, and we would like to speak with people, not only with the image, with the social network, but also with the voice. Then without an image, without being so player also, because sometimes when you are good in a way, like when I'm a player, I'm a good player, like a lot of player. Then maybe people are on you because you are a good player, but you can be a good player and a bad man. You can be a good player and a bad chef. You can be a good player and a bad artist. Okay, and then was this. It's important to be a good player and a good man, to be a good player and a good artist, a good musician, and then put this thing together. Sometimes I think that to make people understand better this, you have to make a step back, and then we put out our image that was too strong, I think. And then with only the voice, maybe people also, maybe we in the first time we can give to other things, and also people can receive this in a different way, because it's only the voice and it's powerful. Now I bought also a wonderful microphone. Then we make a lot of podcasts. We have this project with all the shirt like this, that we have a collab with Africa, with the Congo, and we work with the young people there, and with the people here in Italy, and we put together this kind of artisanal worker, and we create this collaboration, this brand that wanna be a way to transfer good meaning, like the solidarity, sustainability, and all this important term. I think that we can do something more when we are out of the field, and Border di Becchi is one of the best things that I have to do this.
You are a good man. Well, look, I'm going to leave you go because you're a busy man, and thank you so much for having a chat and snapping me out of my boredom. I certainly feel better now. But before you do go, have you got a message for the fans who are going to watch this in English and in Italian?
Yeah. Allora, thanks to playing volleyball, thanks to love this sport, thanks to make this sport better, and try to use this sport, try to use this your practice, your way to be a sportman, a sportwoman, to make the world a better place. That means that bring what you have good and beautiful out the field, in the field, and brings what you make beautiful in the field out of the field. Grazie per il supporto che date all'Italia, alla pallavolo in generale, ovunque essa venga giocata. Giocate a pallavolo per divertirvi, fate sport per divertirvi, fate sport perché è un gran veicolo per poter rendere il mondo un posto più bello, fuori dal campo, e portate tutto quello che è meraviglioso nelle vostre vite in campo. Creiamo una sinergia molto bella dentro e fuori dal campo. I'd be better in English than in Italian.
Oh, mate, you're an absolute hero. Thanks so much for having a chat with me. Let's stay in touch during this quarantine, but good luck. Good luck with the knee. Good luck with staying healthy, and I'll see you in Tokyo.
Thank you. Thank you so
Cheers,
much.
dude. Bye-bye. Bye.
Ciao. Ciao, bye.
Ciao, ciao.